You know, funny enough, the very first thing I said, without realizing the mic was mute, literally the first thing I said, and lip readers out there can confirm this, I was like, oh man, this stream is cursed. Because this is normally how my streams are supposed to start. But it's a little off, that's okay. And then I transition over to this shot. This isn't the first shot you normally see after the countdown. What you're supposed to see is that viewer discretion right after the countdown, for those of you who are familiar with my streams. That didn't happen. But if I'm also being honest, thought I'd have a quick bowl beforehand. So there was that too, figuring things out. All right, for this one, The Demon in My House. Big fan of Shane. Oh my god, so excited that this came out. Totally in line with what we've been reacting to lately. Happy Friday! Great thing to be watching late at night. What time is it where you're at? It's 11 where I'm at. Oh god, but for real, like, anyone fan of Ghost Adventures out there? Great show. Zach Baggins, I swear, I've tweeted this. Zach Baggins, I just got a text, girlfriend letting me know, oh, I see you. She's charging her phone. Crap, what was I talking about? I tweeted this. This is what I was saying. Zach Baggins, oh my god, is like the Joe Exotic of ghost shows. But he does put out some good stuff. He does capture some evidence. As much as I find him annoying, he's still... he gets some good footage and some good audio clips. And he put out this movie, Demon House, that was actually pretty damn good. I hope they actually make a Hollywood movie out of that. They're supposed to. But right when you play that, it says, by the way, this documentary is cursed because it's like dealing with real life demons, real life shit. And they don't like that. Like, there's so many stories for all these like movies based on actual things that have happened, where like while they're filming it, weird shit has gone down. Oh great, my grammar is amazing. Well, no, yeah, that is past tense. Never mind. Don't overthink. Like The Possession. Like that movie, The Possession. I've heard some stories where like lights would pop during certain scenes. What else? Oh, they have this warehouse. This is all confirmed, by the way. You can check out the main actor. He's done interviews. I forget, on like late night talk shows, but according to him, and I think some other sources, like, should be able to confirm this with the fire department, right? Because apparently the warehouse where they keep all the props for that movie in case they want to do reshoots, it burned down. And according to the firefighters or investigators, whatever, they know it wasn't arson, they know it wasn't electrical, and it started from within. That's all they knew. Crazy, right? All right, my intro music just ended. Good time to actually start. I don't know if this is going to have copyright claimed music in it. If it does, we'll just have to mute the audio as we go along so that my stream doesn't get taken down as we're going along. All right. I'm excited. Big fan of Shane Dawson. Been reacting to him long time. And yeah, big paranormal fan too. #1 on trending. Okay, long intro. Pushing play. Oh, great. Right away. Hang on. Muting the audio. I can hear it, but you can't if I...
Shane, why is this a regular A&W root beer and not a diet A&W root beer? Well...
Yes, explain.
As you know, I've been trying to stay out of the grocery stores because I want a social distance. Also, I just don't have the willpower.
Also, you never go to the grocery store because you don't want to go. But okay.
That's true. So, I call a Postmate, and I've been having
I already like it.
with Postmates. I still tip them a lot of money because they're doing the
Is this an
Lord's
ad?
work right now. But Listen,
Or a
they've never
story.
been
No, it's a
cracked. They've always
story.
been the regular. I have pounds and pounds and pounds of regular root beer.
And then guess who has to go clean it from outside? He leaves the regular ones just in piles outside. Like he's never gonna pick them up.
We're leaving it for the neighbors. You know, we can't expose our neighbor, but our neighbor has a sugar addiction. His mother doesn't let him have it, so I let him come over here and sneak in my root beers. Listen. Then,
What?
One day they brought the dog.
Is that okay?
I said,
If he has a condition?
thank God.
Maybe I misheard.
Oh, I can live again. And I opened up the box. It's regular.
What? No, that is
They're fucking with me.
that is actually crazy.
Anyways.
Wait, that's
You
like
got diet
actually,
root
like,
beer and it's
crazy.
regular.
I mean, how is somebody at the A&W factory even doing that? That's like impossible. I feel
That's
like
never
that's
happened with
impossible.
me.
That, some would say, is a root beer conspiracy. Hi.
Root conspiracy.
You know what? No, this is my official.
I don't know if that's more clever.
This is my exposed video of A&W. So get ready, camera shake.
I'd like to log a customer complaint.
You know, I'm so rude. Hold on. How was your quarantine?
It was fine. I had tonsillitis.
Oh God, I don't know anymore.
The third time it turned into a peritonsillar abscess or something, which means your tonsil fills up with pus until it closes your mouth shut.
Just get it removed.
Yeah, you know, that's what everybody's been telling me. But then the specialist goes, it's not that easy.
That's me with my weight loss journey. Sorry.
I mean,
It is not that easy.
Here's the thing. They can't tell. I'm gonna take this. This was supposed to be a joke. It's my Versace robe I can't wear. It's a triple X. It doesn't fit.
Using my
Drake.
traffic from TikTok. Shane didn't get one.
Sorry, I was so excited about TikTok, and now every time I go to it, I get really
I'm loving the
depressed.
background music, but I'm also worried
People hate me on
this is gonna get me
Why
copyrighted.
is like straight?
Well, I thought if
Okay,
I
I'm gonna stop
straightened it,
worrying.
it would help because it was so huge, but now I literally just look like Ellen, and everybody hates Ellen right now, so I don't need the comparison.
Yeah, why is everyone? Well, okay, no, never mind. I see why.
Before we get into this,
I get it.
I told you, you never have to come back to my house again in your whole life if you don't want to. You're the one that said, I'm around to film videos, so don't put this on me.
No, I'm not putting anything on you. I'm curious what your current state is. Are you okay?
I have the antibodies. I was told by the lab that they
Now,
can't technically tell
here's
me
where I
that
check
I'm
the
a
audio
mutant.
Yeah, but
and
you
how
don't
it
have
balances
it right
out.
now. Like, I mean, I
with
guess
what
I don't
we're watching.
So, but nobody knows. We could all be having it right now.
It's all very confusing. Yeah, everything's crazy right now. I mean, there's a guy on my block with a sign that says $5.
Good enough.
And it's just like straight out of a bad like apocalyptic movie.
There is a mask that people can press a button and it opens for you to eat and then it closes when you're done.
That is everything. Wow.
Wait, what? What did I just see there?
I made a checklist.
How would
Did
that
you have the
work?
gloss and slick back, sir? You grew out a beard and then slicked back your hair kind of at like a 45-degree angle. That would be cool.
Are you like that mean girl who's like, you should eat these protein bars, there's extra calories?
Oh my god.
Really fat.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding, I know you mean well. Anyways.
Yikes.
Anyways,
Every comment. This is my segue.
I want to put that
What else are you
comment.
doing?
What are you doing at that night?
Is that a real name?
Yeah. It's actually really, really sharp.
Wait, do you have
Don't use it.
do you have a piece of fruit around here? I know, I'm sorry, I know.
Do I have a 2-month-old Crunchwrap Supreme in the fridge?
Oh my God, that is such a weird coincidence. I paused it right when an ad came up. I swear that was an accident. I just wanted to pause it to say something. Don't play with knives. I know this is a ghost video, but if you're familiar with Good Mythical Morning, they don't allow, what is it? Who is it? Rhett or Link? Link, I think. Yeah, they don't allow Link to use any kind of cutlery, especially knives. All right. We're gonna have to skip this ad. Hang on, let me mute.
The team's coming back! Yay! Woohoo! Hooray! No, they're not. They're using Monday.com to manage the...
Unmute. And here we go.
I meant just for the sake of seeing how sharp the knife was.
No, I want to do the thing where I throw it up and do this. Okay.
No!
All right, that was cool.
Not my lemon.
We have a lemon tree.
Yeah, and it worked very hard to grow that.
Rylan started a garden.
Yes, I did.
I got scared this was going to turn to a
Did he?
garden tour, so I was just...
Oh, you want to see my garden?
I saw in my head, I was imagining
I'm
you
good.
sitting.
so crazy. Like I saw it blooming, and then I saw the tomatoes. So I think we're good. I'm kidding.
How did I know he was gonna say
I
that?
don't want. Yeah, everyone does think that you're rude to me because when you get into the rhythm of this, you get angry,
I know.
and then they think our whole relationship is this.
Which, in reality, if we're gonna fucking go there, you are so mean to me on a daily basis.
I've never been mean to Shane in my life, but in real life, I am the aggressive one. I'm mean when I need to be.
You were trying to tell me you don't think you're mean to me when every night you go over to me, pretend like you're gonna give me a hug, and then you fucking bite my arm so hard that I break skin and bleed.
Never broken skin, but I do bite.
Never.
No, okay, I do love him, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I have a
we haven't
girlfriend who
filmed
bites.
So much, so I'm just feeling.
She might be
it. I'm
watching.
excited. We're back.
Hey, boo.
Is there a point to this?
Yes, it's that knife is from the movie Scream. I'm gonna transition.
Okay, yeah, alright.
All right, yeah. I was gonna say that's a hunting knife. You wouldn't use
Into
that.
my next story, which is about
For food.
a horror movie. But before that, let me go back to my checklist. Okay.
Before it became, you would use it before it became food, right? I cut myself so bad with a hunting knife once on a
Oh my
camping
God,
trip, but
perfect
thank God I had a first aid kit on me, and there wasn't even a scar.
Ever?
Dreams come true.
No, I just brought it up because people were asking me on Twitter, what have you
That was a
guys done
deep
there
cut,
yet?
though.
Well, because
Sound like my friends, Jesus.
Don't play with knives.
Everyone always asks me, I'm like, ugh, it's gonna happen.
I don't like weddings, so my problem is I want to marry you, but I don't like weddings, and I'm not doing Zoom.
It's only more depressing. I mean, more power to everyone that did it. I can't even Zoom meetings.
Oh,
Wait, is that
people
a
already
thing?
did it?
People are getting
Okay.
married over Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Power
did
to
I-
them.
Worst over Zoom?
Oh my god, are they doing Zoom court sessions?
Yes.
How iconic to plead guilty from home.
Crazy.
That is me! Oh my god! Anyways,
Crazy
yeah,
world.
Marriage, not doing it.
Yeah, how do you play? How do you plead guilty
TikTok,
from
I already
home?
talked about that.
TikTok.
I was gonna talk
Legitimate
about
question.
my issues with TikTok. A lot of people are wondering, Shane, why aren't you TikToking anymore? You were on a roll there. And my answer is, everybody on TikTok is questioning my hygiene,
Really?
my net worth, my self-worth.
We've been getting in the pool more than ever. That's cleanliness.
Okay, we found a rat yesterday in the pool, floating dead, and we still got in the pool. So I don't know how cleanly we are. I cried. I get so sad when animals die. Oh my god. And honey is always killing them, and I'm always crying.
I was on a walk the other day and I
Don't
looked
you
over
hate
and there was a bird.
people like that? Come across a dead animal.
It
and
was
they
on
cry.
her
I know
head,
people
but
like that.
still, she was snacking.
Carol. I knew exactly what he was doing. I had to do it.
You know what? Go in the other room and learn a TikTok dance, and then come back to us when you're done.
So that's why I can't get behind TikTok because you spend 3 hours learning a dance and then it's like, what?
To do it every single day, just like all the
Yeah.
other girls. Now, first of all, I love Charlie.
Shit else. Dang it! I knew that one too. Okay.
Charlie, I've spoken to, we've talked, yeah.
Well, that was the smasher pass,
I
right?
apologize. I thought I was shading her in one
maybe
of
it
my
wasn't.
videos,
I don't know.
and I don't think I was. I was talking about a girl I saw on a beach dancing to a song that said, I got 2 dicks. And everybody thought I was talking about Charlie.
It doesn't matter. It's still wildly inappropriate, some of the dances, no matter who it is. I'm not dragging Charlie or anyone specifically.
It is pretty crazy, but
It's pretty crazy, but Charlie's
Cray,
queen,
cray.
and we're not questioning that. Anyways, okay, go on. We're gonna go up to my office and talk to the demon. DM Charlie.
Oh, here we go. Shane is okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, 15-year-old
Let him finish his joke.
isn't like a 30-year-old.
Shane's a lot like me. There's like, look, 9 minutes has gone by before we've gotten to the actual let's talk to a demon. Oh, goodness. All right, let's switch it up a bit, actually, while we're here. Okay. I know how to do this. Yeah, baby. All right, I'm going to be able to use this layout and the layout we just had, but there's another layout I have. I don't think I'm going to use this time around. It's like, what is it? It's that camera from the bed. Normally I'd use it if I was like, want to chill, watch it from the bed, but I got to be vigilant with this video. Could be copyright stuff, and also it's scary. And I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat. Okay, here we go.
She likes me. Well, she likes me though. Her new face, yes.
Chloe showed off a dramatic new look on Instagram over the weekend, sparking a debate.
Wait, what?
She got a new face at the beginning of quarantine.
What the hell?
And I can't
I
even
did not
get
know
that
that.
here.
My girlfriend's been getting caught up on Kardashians. I wonder if she knows that.
Yes. She got new.
The doorbell rings immediately.
Respect for the subtitles, though. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. 4 seconds. That's not enough to get copyright claimed, is it? Alright. Good for you, by the way, Shane. Getting monetized and getting paid. Gotta love it. Oh.
Okay.
Are we... Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure.
This will be interesting. Yeah, okay. Well,
The Shadow Man. Alright, here we go.
So,
Yes. So.
there's a demon in my house.
What?
Before we get into the demon, so I'm aware that we haven't posted on the main channel in a long time. We've had a lot of ideas that have fallen through. We have things that we've been working on that don't seem appropriate to put out, and we have
Is that
things
why
we
you
want
got
to do that
Shane
just
Gosling?
aren't happening right now. So
That
during
channel?
quarantine, I kind of got hit with this new inspiration of something that I wanted to do my whole life, which is making a horror movie. So I came up with the idea of spending the next few months writing it, and next year or whenever we can,
Wait a
going
minute.
full steam ahead on making it, filming the whole process, how fun it's going to be, how
Real
hard
or
it's gonna be, but
documentary?
also just like, I don't know, I want something to look back on too, because making a horror movie has been my life's dream. It's what I've always wanted to do. I have my Scream DVD set staring at me that I got on Christmas back in 2001. I have my Scream pillow behind me, giving me inspiration. Butcher knife. It's downstairs.
I've got
No, it is
Spider-Man pillow.
The thing I
Gonna
wanted
be
to do
playing
my whole
that
life
tonight,
is something
later.
that I get so upset at myself for not trying, and I think I'm just too afraid to really like, because I'm so passionate about horror movies. If I were to make a bad one, or if I were to make one that I wasn't super proud
Testing,
of, A, I
testing,
would
1, 2, 3.
B, it's just so much pressure because it's my whole world, and I don't talk about it that much in videos. But horror movies are my whole life. They're my whole world. It's all I think about, which sounds weird, but it is. And finally working on writing one.
I mean, that would suck if I had bad audio or no audio, wouldn't
It's
it?
been like really, really.
I'm paying
awesome
attention.
and fun, but also it has opened up some doors. So this isn't a joke. So I'm going to try to explain this without making jokes because it is actually scary, and I was talking to my therapist about it because that's how scary it's getting.
Okay, I'm pausing because I'm just going to give a quick prediction for what I think is going on. First, let me say, if this wasn't about an actual demon in his house and the whole thing was about his horror movie, I would have been disappointed. But still, you know, all right, I would have checked it out anyway, watched it, regardless, even if that's what I thought it was from the beginning. All right, just saying, false advertisement. But, oh my God, okay, so I'm assuming as he was putting together this horror movie, which I'm also assuming is about, like, paranormal stuff, demons, maybe, that while he was doing this, and like I was mentioning before, how films can get cursed and shit like that, that real stuff has been happening. And I think he's even been talking about, like, his house being haunted for real in the past. So this could be stirring up activity, the act of, like, writing and making a horror movie, short, whatever. All right.
So a few months ago, I started noticing things in the house. Oh, you were here one time when things were really going crazy in the other room. It's like a weird closet in my office in here that literally we hear noises coming out of it. It's really scary. So that was happening.
Did he already
And then
confirm what I
one
just
night,
said?
It was like midnight, and I'm sitting on the couch.
That's 'cause of the horror
and
movie?
I see this dark figure walk up the staircase to my office, and I turn my head.
This is
and
where
there's
I'm-
nothing there. So I was like, okay, maybe
Ears
it
are
was a
perked.
trick of my eye. Maybe the way the light was hitting from the TV to the what I don't know. I was trying to make excuses for it. The next night happened again. Saw a person turn. I was like, what the fuck? And Ryland's like, what? I'm like, I literally just saw like a shadow walk up the stairs.
That corner of the eye
Probably
shit?
a demon, or probably a ghost, because that happens everywhere we move.
That's happened to me.
But this time was different because
At
I've
work.
never seen something. I've heard things and I've felt things, but I've never seen like a
Something
shadow
white
man.
and blue.
Ooh, that's so scary. Just
Walks
saying
around
that.
at my work.
Yeah, your last house was crazy too. Like,
Yeah.
but I never saw anything either. So
Oh,
I don't know if
last
it's just, like,
house,
elevating
too?
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and probably
got something following him,
a week
maybe.
later, Trish was here, and she was on my couch, and she was sitting where I usually sit. So I was sitting across from her, and Rylan was there too. And out of nowhere, it's around midnight, and she just goes, and I said, what? And she goes, nothing. And I said, what? What did you see? And she goes, it was weird. I saw like this, like a shadow or something go up the stairs. And me and Rylan grabbed my arm.
I think I've
and
said
I was just
before,
like, oh my god!
demons can
Because
either be like
it's one thing for me to see things
black
because I
or
can
white,
just be
but
like,
I've seen
I'm
blue
crazy.
before.
It's another thing for another
And red.
person to see something. And also, Trish isn't one of those people that like. I mean, maybe in her videos or whatever, I don't know. But in real life, like, she's not one of those people that would lie about something like that or just be like, oh my god, I think it's a demon. Like, no, she was shook and it was real.
oh my god.
So it was really scary, and I was like, okay, interesting. So then I started hearing more and more
Scary.
noises. And then when I started writing this horror movie, I started writing about a demonic entity.
Of course.
A shadowed figure that is
Oh.
following the character for his whole life.
He's
And
inspired by real life stuff.
I would be up every night till like 6 a.m. and I'd start hearing like the more
That's
I
why.
read about the figure and the things it was doing, I was actually getting scared. And it's really hard to scare me because like I love horror movies, but I don't get scared very often. I was getting really scared as I was up here alone, hearing all these noises in my house.
I'm gonna call
that I usually
BS.
hear
I've
anyways,
seen
but it was like louder than usual.
your top
It felt like
ghost
whatever
videos.
this thing is has been getting more like hear me. You know what I mean? It's been weird. So I had probably been writing for about a week, and I'm in the gym, and I've been FaceTiming my trainer every day to do workouts. And she's not like a
Right.
ghosty person at all. She's very, I mean, you guys know, you've seen her. She's very like, you know, strong, not scared of anything.
Yeah, I know someone.
So a few weeks ago,
I know a few
Shane and
people
I were
who are
training
like that.
virtually due to COVID, and the camera gets set up on.
I feel like I probably told this story before. I just got a text, by the way, girlfriend saying she's gonna watch it later tonight. But I actually know a couple of people who are definitely like do not believe in ghosts. But yet they're like in a couple of ghost stories of mine. A friend of mine doesn't believe in ghosts. Day after my cat passed away, I might have told this story on stream before. He came by and he was like, dude, do you have a cat? I was like, no, but I found out yesterday that he just passed away. Cat was living at my mom's place at the time. Or yeah, just went out into the woods. They were keeping him inside, but he escaped, went off into the woods, never came back. He was an outdoor cat, but as he got older, became more indoor. And yeah. Anyways, thinking about my cat. Anyways, the next day, friend comes by and he's like, do you have a cat? And I'm like, no, why? He says he saw something white go by the doorway in the hall. Another friend of mine, we brought him to a haunted house. He's seen some shit. I know he's seen some shit because we all seen some shit. Still doesn't believe. All right, moving on.
Tripod so that he can easily pivot it through the room so that I can see him.
And she was on the phone. I was lifting weights over my head, which is scary to do alone. And then my headphones went and went crazy. And I luckily had just finished a rep, so I threw them off my head. You know, if I would have had this when that happened, I would have,
Yeah, Final Destination.
literally, I would have crushed my head. So that was really scary. So I threw them off and I'm like, okay, I'm never using headphones again. And then a minute later, I turn around.
And I remember specifically,
Whoa.
he was resting and he was sitting kind of right in front of me. And
I happened to pause it on this still once again, but I just wanted to quickly bring up, okay, ghost stories where they affect technology, speakers and stuff. That happens. Okay.
we weren't really talking, and all of a sudden I noticed that the camera went kind of like that. It almost seemed like it was like your eye dilating. And then a few seconds
the
later,
heartbeat,
there was
by
this
the way.
black figure that kind of shot by rather quickly
As it goes away.
across the camera. And
my trainer goes, "Who's that?" And I like froze, and I was like, "What?"
They caught
And
it on
this is broad
camera.
daylight. And she
Tell me
goes,
you got it on camera.
like shadow figure thing just walked right past you, right past the camera.
I was like, hey, it just happened. The camera just,
Play it.
adjusted, and there was this black figure or whatever just went by the camera.
Oh.
And he was looking down, and he just looked up, and he was like,
And I was like, "Are you okay? Are you sure it wasn't just a delay or like some weird FaceTime thing?" And she was like, "No, it was literally a person, but it was like a shadow. It was really weird. It was literally like a shadow walking past." And I was like,
Oh.
"Oh my god, well, I have been writing about this thing, and this happened, and this happened. I started singing about my stairs, and this, and that." And she was just like, "That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life." And I was like, "Oh my god."
glad I said something if I wasn't going to, but I personally think it's fascinating.
But yeah, that happened. It was really scary. I
She almost didn't say anything. That's what people tend to do. A lot of people. Something paranormal happens,
Like it was like
they
one of those
brush
weird
it
moments.
off.
Should I not be doing this? Am I opening up weird things? Like, because I'm
She
getting into
almost
things
didn't
that
say
I've never
anything.
really delved into, and he was just like,
She's about to brush it
"Do you
off.
Feel afraid? And I was like, well, yeah, but also maybe
I'm
it
guessing
was there
it-
to help me because
it wasn't recording
if
at
that
the time.
noise in my headphone was the demon or whatever, the ghost.
The cast,
There was a pop in the audio. Was that my internet, my video? No. My speakers? I'm good. No, it's all good.
I had it right over my head, but it waited for when I was done.
Yeah, I hate to say though, that sounds like a warning.
Did I say kudos to subtitles, by the way? I get bad audio all the time, and I don't always put subtitles when I should. Big fan of Tim Hortons, but that is copyrighted audio. I'm sure it's fine to play it a couple seconds at a time, right? Fair use. Instead of muting it and unmuting. Bop, bop, bop.
So then, my mom texts me like a week later, and she goes, "Sweetie, something really strange is happening."
3
so
ads,
I had
wow.
this feeling last night to go to the garage, and she's like, "I feel like it was your grandma trying to tell me something." My grandma's gone, and me and her both had weird moments where it felt like my grandma was trying to tell us stuff.
The Queen Mary, yeah. I remember you brought that up, yeah.
So she goes, and I was writing about a grandma character that whole week, like for the movie. So she goes, "So it was like your grandma was telling me to go to the garage." So I did.
I felt such a strong presence of
Oh,
her
boy.
being with me, and she's telling me she wants you to see a particular picture that I have in storage here.
And as
I
I
got
was
the
walking
Jimmy
to the
legs
garage,
right now.
I remember that when your grandma was dying, like for a week leading up to it, she kept seeing this little redhead girl in her hospital room, and it was sitting at the end of her bed.
Oh, that's a
on her
creepy still.
knees, just like looking at my grandma.
As I thought about that little girl that had kept appearing to her more and more and more, and then that final vision that night.
And she kept saying, like, "There's the girl, she's back, the little girl's back again. I wonder what her name is." Like, really weird. And, everybody at the hospital is like, "Oh, this happens sometimes if somebody's passing, maybe their brain, whatever." But it was really real. And I was there one time when it happened, and my grandma was dead set. She's like, "She's back, she wants to talk to you, she's back, she's here, say hi." And I was like, "Hi, little girl." It was very sad and strange. Anyways, my mom goes to the garage, and she's like, and when I get to the inside the garage, she leads me to this painting that was flipped over toward the wall. And it's a painting that always scared me. And it's something that was in your grandma's house forever. And
Oh man. Is it the freaky blurry still? Is that what the painting is?
it was this. So this is a picture of it, but this is what the painting is. It's
Okay.
this little redhead girl on her knees.
I
Creepy.
literally just got chills. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I never
It's crazy, right? So this is where it gets really scary. I'm like actually getting scared because this is where it gets scary.
I literally got goosebumps. I'm not even kidding.
So This painting had been hanging in my grandma's house forever.
This picture hung above her and Daddy's bed my whole life.
And this is the little girl that my grandma saw. So you might be thinking, okay, well maybe it's a hallucination because of the painting and whatever.
Right.
So then there's a box of like my old stuff next to the painting. And my mom is like, oh honey, like I know you like to look at old stuff, because I do. So she started like taking pictures of stuff and sending it to me. And then she goes, oh my God.
What?
This was something that I colored when I was a kid. And for some reason, I like put it on construction paper to keep it safe, which is weird. I mean, what?
Whoa.
And like my name signed at the bottom, like all crazy. Like, Jesus. That's not a coincidence, right? Like I know I'm crazy.
Dude, the angle and everything, and like the
Everything
proportions,
about
the
it.
scale.
And she's holding a Bible.
And she's holding a Bible. Real quick, creepy story of mine. Once when I was little, I made a puppet that I really liked. And this is at a time when I couldn't spell my name yet. During this time, for art projects or whatever I needed to put my name on, I would always just put a random assortment of letters. Just whatever. And for this particular puppet that I really liked and kept safe in my basement for years after. Anyways, I actually put my name on it. Totally coincidentally. 6 random letters, but I spelt my name. Kids.
And she looks scared, and there's like a candle next to her. And
The bow in her hair? Are you kidding me?
her hair, the hair coloring. I mean,
Dude, that is actually insane. I'm not even just saying that.
So when she sent me that, and she was like freaking out, and I instantly got this crazy feeling like all over me, just this weird, like kind of like things were piecing together, like things were starting to make sense. There's a lot of things about my family that I've never really talked about, but the whole like ghosty thing has been in my family forever, since every relative
Me
I've
too.
ever known has had ghost stories, and it's always
Same with my
ghosts
family, everyone.
coming to tell them things, and it's very like, I don't know, it sounds crazy, but it's just been part of my life. And when this happened, mixed with the shadow person, and also the fact that in what I'm writing is a little girl who dies, and it's like an obsession with the family, and that was before I saw these. So like, too many things connecting and getting too scary.
I just never quite understood. For a long time when I was little, I was like, is it me? I didn't understand. For some reason, she wants you to see it.
So this is where it gets like a little questionable. I was up all night again writing. This is probably 2 weeks after this. And I was writing about the character's relationship with his dad. When you're a kid, you think certain things, and you kind of demonize people, and then you grow up and you kind of see it from a different angle, a different perspective. So I was kind of writing about that. So then I go to bed. It's 7 a.m. I was up really late, but I laid down. And usually when I get to bed really late, Ryland's mad at me, or he'll like turn around and be like, why were you up so late? Like, not really mad, but you know. So I lay down, I give him a kiss, I turn over, and I feel a hand on my neck, like squeeze the back of my neck. So I thought it was just Ryland, you know, maybe being like, why'd you come to bed so late? So then I turn around to kiss him again, and he's asleep. And I was just like, that was the first time I felt something. So I woke him up, I was freaking out. It's 7 in the morning, I felt something grab my neck, and I was just like, what the fuck? Am I losing my mind? Am I going crazy? Well, I felt this thing. It wasn't Uno. Uno's on the other side of the room. It wasn't you. Like, what was it? It wasn't my shirt. It was literally a grab. Like a grab on my neck. So it was really scary. He calmed me down, and I was trying to
That
like...
is scary,
like,
when anything grabs you in bed.
My head, which I don't think I did, but maybe I did, even though I
That's
felt
not
it. It
your
was all very
significant
crazy, and I
other.
was very tired, so I went to bed. The next day I had a therapy session.
To
I wanted to
clarify.
be honest, so I told her about it. She was like, what were you doing before that?
You know,
I was like,
serious?
I was writing a couple scenes for this movie I want to make, and what was it about? I was like, well, about my dad, and she goes, is there a correlation? And it fucking hit me like a ton of bricks. My dad, whenever we'd go out to Costco or Sam's Club or anything, he would put his hand on the back of my neck and grab it, like the whole time we were in the store. Looking back later, I asked him, and he said, oh, I was just, protecting you. But at the time, I felt like he was controlling me type of thing. And she goes, maybe because you were so tired and you were writing about your dad, your subconscious created this visceral memory, this feeling, and like you just kind of felt that thing on the back
Muscle
of your neck,
memory?
like, reminding you of your dad. You know, that could happen if you're really sleep deprived and, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with that because that's less scary. So yeah, that happened, but
Wow.
I'm like really fucked up over it. Now,
Yeah.
Sorry, this is kind of weird. The camera's like not focusing on me, which is odd. I don't know why I started doing that, but
Right when
I mean,
he's
a lot of things
talking
happen
about
with
that.
technology too, which they say is like a very ghosty thing, but who knows? That
Did it
could just
again?
be. I have
One day we'll have the
stuff, I don't
technology.
know.
no, well, I mean, this camera never does that. So
To see ghosts. Actual ghost
So, yeah.
cameras.
So I'm kind of
Instead of just,
using
like,
all of
glimpses,
these
you know what I mean?
Situations to like fuel my
One day.
creativity and like really get into it, but it is getting scary. I saw some people tweet because I tweeted about it, and people were like, "Oh, you're just trying to hype up your movie." I'm like, first of all, no, because the movie's not going to come out forever. Because
Right.
movies take forever, so that's not what it is. But I do want to be honest, and if I'm going to film the whole process of making a movie, I want to talk about this too, when it happens. So next time things like this happen, I'm going to start documenting it. If you're not here, I'm just going to grab the camera and start documenting, because I do
Yes.
think when you start
More?
like
We're gonna get more of
opening
this?
up doors, and you have to be careful. So I don't want to do anything. I don't know. I don't want to invite it
Also
in,
true.
but I feel like I should be following these things, right?
You should,
The more
though. Do
things
it-
like
do it
this
for the
that pop
vlog.
up, I should like look into them more, right? Like, what if there is some weird ghost in my house trying to fucking tell me something? I don't know. It was just a very weird.
Break
like,
out the Ouija board, man. You gotta
it's just a
do
very
it.
strange process. I don't know. It almost feels like God or the universe or whatever is like wanting me to use these things or write certain things or whatever to deal with things in my past. Everything just feels very like connected in a very scary, weird way. So that's why I want to start documenting it.
Oh my gosh, this is too weird. I
else?
stopped and looked down, and it was like you were staring at me. Oh my God, Shane, that looks just like you.
That's where I am. So if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded, it's because I've been doing that. But I promise we're gonna start posting more at some point once quarantine is over. But until then, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna flip these over. Oh my God. I don't know if it's like because I'm dealing with issues in it, personal issues, and I'm also writing scary stuff too, and I'm also like I'm just so susceptible and open to ghosts and stuff. So I think whatever I am as a person is just very open to good stuff and darkness.
That's
So-
you, Shane. I've never seen young Shane. I don't think. I have bad
So the
memory.
reason I'm sweating is because I was just in the gym with my trainer working out.
Oh, here we go.
Time, and it just feels like since we filmed that video, things keep happening like more and more and more, and I don't know what that means, but I said I would document it, so let's go talk to her.
That does happen.
Okay.
Just talking about it, and you guys watch Nukes? That's happened before on Nukes, where it's like they'll get more footage after finding something or bringing it up. All right.
No, I'm just explaining what's happened today.
Yeah, so basically, since I filmed that video, things have been happening around my house even more. First of all, that
Like?
night,
Okay.
when we were sitting on the couch around midnight, Andrew saw something in the window up against the curtains, which is impossible because there's glass, so that wouldn't happen.
Okay, what did you just see?
it just sounds like I'm like indulging in the whole thing. I don't know. It just literally looked like somebody was, as if like the window behind the shade was open or something, and somebody kind of
He's
like
new to this.
poked their hand so that you could like see it, kind of like an indentation almost, and then it like went up. It was like a very like, I don't know. It was like a fucking. How would you even explain that? I don't even. Is there? Does
Don't
that
be
happen?
afraid
I
to
don't know.
talk
There's
about
not like
what
an
you've
airbag
seen, even if you
behind
can't
it.
explain it, man.
No, the last time
People
that
brush that
happened,
stuff off
was
all
around
the
the time
time.
I saw the shadow up there. on
People
the
see weird
stairs.
stuff all the time.
But it to me it looked like somebody was behind the window and they pressed their hand up against it and the whole thing shook.
I haven't been thinking about ghost stuff or anything like that. Literally, it like caught my attention, and I kind of like looked over and I.
Yes, you know what? a friend of mine, said, you know, when you're expecting ghosts and weird stuff like that, you're bound to see stuff. I have so many stories where paranormal stuff happened and I wasn't expecting it. But that also is, I wanted to say that, but also there was something else I wanted to say. What did I want to say? When I was younger, ghost story real quick. Oh my God. We were doing a seance in the basement. I know how it sounds. We were young kids, preteens, I forget how old. In the basement, messing around, babysitting, younger sister. She was playing with younger cousin upstairs. While we were messing around in the basement doing that seance, all of a sudden we hear screaming coming from upstairs. And they said they saw a hand. It looked like a hand coming through the window, which was closed. We looked around the house real quick. Nothing. Didn't see anyone.
Saw that. It was like I don't even know how to explain it.
It was in the same place, right next to the stairs that I've been seeing things go up and down.
That was crazy. Now I'm like a little bit on edge. That area, yeah, too. Wow.
Then, later that night when I went to bed...
Oh man, I'm freaking out.
Morning, I laid down and there was this loud noise, like, it was just insane, and there's no reason for it. Okay, can you confirm that the night that we filmed, there was a crazy loud noise in the house that is unexplainable?
Well, yeah, he came to bed, we were going to sleep, and all of a sudden, this like crazy bang, and then he freaks out. Shane's like running in our room, locking all the doors. He was like, well, it was definitely something. I was like, well, our alarm's set, and we have all these like sensors.
I want to tell another
if
story.
anybody's anywhere, even remotely
Someone had a
on
funny
the property.
reaction to a loud bang.
But in my defense,
Dove down the
where I think
stairs.
it might not have been a demon,
told the story
is
before.
because our shower door, like when you close it, it like stops on the ledge, and every once in a while it goes and slams.
Well, first of all, it wasn't the shower because the shower was completely closed because I had closed it. And second of all, it was way louder than a shower. That sounded like somebody threw a box of metal downstairs.
Well,
Debunked.
there's a ghost in
You're
our house, or do you wanna
debunking.
think we have a shower issue?
Shane has debunked your debunking.
I'll take the shower issue.
Okay.
Alright, so I would successfully say that today was probably the
Non-believers,
most
right?
we've had to date. It's like constantly when the camera's really only when it's on you, does it do this like eye dilation type thing, which it is when you're staying still. It's not really ever when you're in motion, so I don't know what it's trying to like focus on, but it's been happening.
I'm gonna start paying attention when my
today.
camera
So,
does that.
I don't
It does
know
that
what
sometimes.
could possibly be different, but
It's so weird. It's almost like the more we talk about it... See, now you're clear again. Every time we start talking
Cursed.
about it, the camera gets so shitty.
every time we give it attention or whatever,
I hope my internet doesn't F up.
Internet. Oh my god, it's crazy.
This whole workout, I felt like...
I
there was
watched
something
Conjuring
else in
2 and
this
got free
room with
tickets
me.
because bad audio.
And now every time it does
Technical
that like
difficulties.
dilation thing, I like half expect that something's about to happen. That's what it feels like.
When that thing passed in front of the camera, what did it look like?
Shadow.
So when it passed in front of the camera, so it did that dilation thing first, and like a second or two later, it was just like it was like a whole thing just went zhoosh, like right in front of the camera.
Oh,
and I remember just
your
being like, "Whoa, that was
camera's
weird."
messing
and
up.
I almost didn't
I
say
got
anything
tears in my
I just
eye.
didn't think it was going to be relevant, but I
Eyes.
did, and I'm glad I did because it seems like it was relevant.
Camera kind of messed up,
Well,
and her
we'll
eyes
see what happens next.
went dark, like they are now. They look dark. Yay! I'm excited.
We're almost done some shit.
Oh, wait, like have the knife like dangling, and then I'll get like a shot of it.
That blue filter. Nobody likes that blue filter.
Hey, absolutely not! Oh my gosh!
It didn't do anything.
You promoted how sharp it was.
Doing nothing.
Hey, you're gonna cut something, go to your gym.
Do I need to mute? No. A little bit of... Very funny, Shane. Jump scaring me. Oh, I missed Tom Green's latest stream. I'm gonna have to watch that. Actually, I am watching it. Gonna have to finish that. Oh man, that was alright. Hype was intense for that one, but that was still pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. Especially the second half, to be continued. You better bust out the Ouija board, Shane. Go all out. I think I've used this background music before because I've already given it a like. Check out Free Rap Beats Hip Hop Instrumentals, by the way. Link in the description. But I think that's a good thing when you use the same group of songs for these kinds of things, because it gives you familiarity, sense of familiarity to it. I talk over these beats instead of rapping over. Or, you know what? Poetry, rap, they don't follow, specific rules. They don't have to follow rules if you don't want them to. So yeah, I'm rapping. The end of and beginning of every reaction. You can't say I'm not. Oh God. That video. One time, I got like 3 marks. They looked like scratches, but they went away like really quickly. They didn't stick around. I think it was because I was bending forward or a certain way, or lying on the bed a certain way. It just created creases that looked like scratches. No real ghost or demon stories to tell of lately. And I've been watching the Conjuring movies. I watched both of them. Bought DVD, bought the DVD with the Conjuring movies, the Annabelle movies, and the Nun movie. Watched the Nun. Watched the newest Ghost Adventures. Interesting. Now that it's we got social distancing happening and all that stuff. They were checking out Zach's own museum. Like I said, he's the friggin' Joe Exotic of ghost shows. For those who don't know Joe Exotic, where have you been? That was like the beginning of the quarantine. Yeah, I would recommend that one too. Netflix. I just watched Space Force. That was pretty good. That had some funny moments. I guess I'll just start talking about and reviewing everything I've been watching lately. No. Oh my God. The Demon in My House. What a title. The fact that it's #1 still. A lot of people reacting to it. Of course. Shane's a big fan of the reactors. Has respect for them, at least. Appreciate it. I respect Shane. We both believe in ghosts. And I'm an atheist, believe it or not. Yeah. How does that work? Well, I mean, I believe in my own 2 eyes. I know people say ghosts are like... When you say ghosts, you think of like, okay, when you die, you become a ghost. I don't know if that's what a ghost is. Camera just focused. Did you see that? But, I believe in my own eyes and ears. I don't have an explanation for that kind of stuff, but there's definitely something going on that we can't quite explain. That's why I was saying earlier, maybe one day we'll be able to. Maybe one day as technology progresses, we'll actually have like a ghost camera or something. It'll be 100%. Ghosts are unpredictable too. They don't you can't always make activity happen under controlled settings, and that's what the scientific community wants. All right, I could go on and on. I really could, but should I? No, that was great. I want to play Spider-Man. Stay tuned, because I'm going to be playing Spider-Man hopefully tonight. Oh my God, Spider-Man pillow. No, I want to talk about that pillow during the Spider-Man stream. No point talking about it here. All right, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, peace. Love y'all. All right, do I remember how to do this? Right. I want to do that first. And then We're gonna do this.